Hello guys, and welcome to my YouTube channel, Chronically Optimistic. Today I'm going to just do a really short update on my fibro, my anxiety, and how my Trintellix medication has been going before I see my doctor this afternoon. So basically, I don't want this video to be super long, but it's been a little while since I last updated because I've just been going through a lot of stuff over the last few weeks. But I just wanted to kind of give you guys an update before I see my doctor this afternoon because things might change when I see her. So basically, over the last few weeks, my anxiety's been pretty bad, and I think it's a little bit unfair of me to say that my anxiety is awful because the Trintellix isn't working, because I'm sure if I wasn't on Trintellix, my anxiety would be 10 times worse. And it's possible that it's just unrealistic of me to expect that my anxiety is going to be completely under control during this stressful time. So as most of you know, if you've watched my other videos, my wedding is coming up in a few months' time and it's causing me a ton of anxiety. I've been having panic attacks about it, and not because I'm a perfectionist and I want it to go well or anything like that. It's mainly that I have really bad social anxiety, and the thought of being the center of attention during my wedding is just making me freak out. I fainted at my grad ceremony in high school, and ever since I've just had so much terrible anxiety about fainting at any kind of important formal event or feeling sick in front of people. And so my wedding is definitely one of the most important formal events in my life, and so I've been having terrible anxiety about if I'm going to pass out in front of everyone, if I'm going to throw up in front of everyone, if I'm going to feel sick, and just not really trusting my body to take care of me in a stressful situation. And I'm worried about having a panic attack in front of everyone or during my ceremony. So there's a lot of stuff going on in my head surrounding my wedding, and it's causing a ton of anxiety. So the last few weeks I've been battling with that. It's been daily. Pretty much as soon as I wake up in the morning, I have the anxious feeling, the feeling of dread in the pit of my stomach, chest pain, just all of the things that you would expect symptom-wise to go along with bad anxiety. And yeah, I mean, part of me thinks maybe the medication isn't working that well for me, because if it were, I wouldn't be this anxious. But I think it might be unfair of me to say that, because maybe no medication can completely take away anxiety when you're this stressed out about a specific event. You know, it's not just generalized anxiety right now, it is circumstantial. It's because my wedding's coming up and I know the cause of the anxiety. So I'm not sure really if my expectations are realistic for the Trintellix. I mean, I'm not expecting that a medication's going to be able to take away all of my anxiety leading up to the wedding, but I mean, it has been a daily thing, and it's gotten so bad that I've been having a lot of stomach issues and digestive issues, and basically as soon as I wake up in the morning, my stomach just feels really like gross. I feel kind of nauseous. I, you know, have an upset stomach basically. Like I feel like I have to go to the bathroom. I feel like hot and bothered, and it's been that way every single day for the last few weeks. So I'm not sure whether that's a side effect of the Trintellix, because, you know, Trintellix is known for gastrointestinal symptoms, upset stomach, digestive issues, things of that nature. So it's possible that it's partly due to the medication, but I also am very familiar with how my anxiety affects my body, and for me, my anxiety always affects my stomach really strongly, and usually my stomach is the first part of my body to really react to my anxiety. So it could be a combination of both things, the Trintellix making me more susceptible to stomach issues, and then my anxiety also causing stomach issues. So I've been struggling with that for the last few weeks as well. However, my energy has been a lot better on the Trintellix in this last month than I have felt in a really long time. I just feel a lot more awake during the day. I feel less foggy-headed. I have better concentration, and that's one of the things I've really struggled with on the Cipralex. I was tired all the time. I had no energy. I had trouble concentrating and focusing, and I had trouble with motivation and things of that nature. So definitely the Trintellix has improved those aspects for sure. I can definitely see a huge difference there. And depression-wise, I'm doing really well. I haven't had any depressive episodes. I have been pretty happy for the most part and coping very well. The only thing has been the really bad anxiety and the stomach problems. So I'm seeing my doctor this evening, and I'm gonna mention all of that to her, as well as my fibro. My fibro pain has been quite bad the last 2 weeks as well, and yesterday I went on a long walk, and today I'm just absolutely in so much pain, so I'm gonna be mentioning that to her today as well when I see her. And basically I'm trying to find a medication or some sort of solution that'll help as I get very close to my wedding and on my actual wedding day. So the last time I saw my doctor, she gave me 1 milligram pills of Ativan to try. I ended up taking 1 pill in this last few weeks when my anxiety just got so bad I couldn't cope with it anymore, and it did seem to help better than the 5 milligram pill for me. With the 5 milligram I didn't notice too much of a difference, like maybe a slight calming effect, but nothing significant, nothing super helpful. With the 1 milligram on the Ativan, I definitely feel like it did improve the effect on me, but it did make me a little bit sleepy. So I'm going to be talking to her about that as well. I might be asking her about the possibility of me trying Xanax for panic attacks and for my actual wedding day, but we'll see what she thinks about that. And I'm also going to be talking to her about a new treatment that is an off-label treatment for a bunch of things called low-dose Naltrexone. And it's something that my therapist actually mentioned to me and suggested that I bring up to my doctor. And it is, as I said, an off-label use. So Naltrexone is approved by the FDA for use in drug addiction. It helps people to get off of opiates. But recent studies, and there's been some great studies done by Stanford University and a bunch of other, pretty high-profile scientific studies as well, that have used very low doses of Naltrexone. And I'm talking 1, 2, 3, 4 milligrams a pop, so very low doses of Naltrexone in the treatment of mental health issues and fibromyalgia and chronic pain. So they've been using it to treat anxiety, depression, PTSD, trauma-related issues, fibromyalgia, chronic pain, fatigue, anything like that. And what they found is that this low dose of Naltrexone actually helps people to cope better. It puts you in a more happy mood, it helps you put things in perspective, and it's not addictive, and it has very little side effects. So it's something that I've been doing a little bit of research into, and if it's something that you're interested in, there is some research on LDN on the internet that you can look up. Again, I'm not giving any medical advice. Definitely, do your own research, talk to your doctors and pharmacists about these things before you take them. But it is something that I'm going to be mentioning to my doctor when I see her today, just because I'm interested in kind of exploring my options a little bit. So I'll let you guys know what her thoughts are on that. Because it's a fairly new treatment option, not all doctors know about it and not all doctors will prescribe it. I do know there's one doctor in my area who is considered an expert on LDN, but she is a private doctor, so you have to pay, I think, like $80 an hour to see her. So I'm hoping my regular doctor will consider it as a treatment option, but if not, I may have to see this private doctor. So we'll see how that goes. Hey again, guys, sorry about that. My doorbell just rang and it was the postman, and he brought bridesmaids dresses that I ordered, and holy crap, can I just say I just had to pay duty on them for $58 or $52 or something like that. $58.31. So that's a lot of money. So anyway, totally irrelevant tangent. Anyway, I believe I was talking about the low-dose naltrexone, so if you guys want me to make a video where I talk a little bit more in-depth about LDN and kind of tell you more details about kind of what it is, what some of the studies on it are, and you know, how it can be used, comment down below and let me know that you're interested in that, and I will for sure put in the effort to make a video where I talk a little bit more about what LDN is. Because it is definitely a newer treatment option, and a lot of people have found it super helpful, but it's not that well known yet. So I can for sure do a video where I talk a little bit more about that as well. So yeah, basically that's all I'm going to say for now. My sleep's been up and down like it has been in all my other updates, and basically the main issue I've been having has been my anxiety and stomach problems, and again, it's really hard to say if it's the Trintellix or just my circumstances right now. So, I mean, I'm not gonna say, oh, you know, the Trintellix isn't working for me, because I actually have no idea. Like, I think it is making a big difference, and I have a feeling I'd be way worse without it. So, it's just one of those things. I honestly have no idea what my doctor is gonna suggest today. Usually I kind of have some inkling of what her suggestions are gonna be, but I don't know, I've been on the 10 milligrams for quite a while now, and just with the amount of anxiety I'm feeling, I'm not sure if she's going to suggest that I go to a different med or up the dose or add in a second medication. I have no idea. So I will let you guys know what she says, hopefully soon. I apologize for not having updated in a little while. I've just been so, like, trying to fill my days up with as much busyness as possible to kind of get my mind off of the anxiety. Been trying to go on a lot of walks and get out in nature and go on some gentle hikes and things like that, as much as my fibro allows. And yeah, I've just basically been trying to stay busy with all of that stuff. So I will for sure try and make another update very soon, and hopefully it won't be as long of a gap in between as this last one. And I hope you guys are all doing really well and coping with your own life problems and obstacles and overcoming your, you know, anything that's bothering you, and that your health is well and good. And I don't know, obviously my mind is very scattered right now because I don't even know if I'm making sense. But you know, that's how it is. So, take care guys, and you know, I hope you're all doing good. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you're interested in hearing more of my updates and daily life. And I'm also going to be having a video coming up really soon where I show you guys my apartment and kind of talk about strategies that I use to try and keep it clean and help myself to stay on top of chores and stuff when I have my chronic pain. So if you're interested in that, subscribe and stay tuned. Bye guys.